Hi, honeys. It's Michelle. Today is April 27th, 2020. It's Monday. I talked to you guys months ago, like right after Christmas, about having to have a cyst in each breast drained. So I had the first one done 4 months ago. I was supposed to have the other one done a month ago and I canceled it because of this whole COVID thing. Well, all it is just putting a needle in there and draining it, but it's still considered a surgical procedure. The surgeon that does them for me is in a hospital, and I just didn't feel comfortable with all this outbreak stuff going on going to a hospital, especially being, a high risk person. So I don't know when I'll be able to get the other one drained. It is somewhat bearable. I just wanted to give you an update on that in case you've been wondering this whole time what happened with the second breast. So that's what's going on there. It just hasn't been addressed yet. As far as this last weekend went, I think we had a really good weekend. I did a bunch of cleaning and organizing, and so did Brad. We got a lot of laundry done. I made that chicken stew stuff that I was talking about, and it was delicious. So we had that for dinner last night. Last night was our little date night at home, our little movie date night. So we watched Zombieland 1 and 2, and we finally had some of that Act 3 popcorn I got at the Dollar Tree. Oh, that was good. It was really good. What's it called? Butter Lovers, I think. Oh, that stuff was, I was very impressed. And then we had the Sonic Pops. I had the cherry one and Brad had the blue one. What did you think of your pop last night? That little frozen stick thing.
Tasted like an ice pop.
I mean, was it good? Was it better than the ones when we were kids or?
No, I mean it wasn't bad, but it wasn't impressive.
Okay. We found both of them to just be okay. Nothing against Sonic's Pops, but I just thought they were okay. I didn't think they were wonderful. What I did really like from Dollar Tree, the frozen section, they have those Sour Patch Kid um, pops, watermelon flavored. I thought those were better. What did you think?
Yes.
Yeah, Brad thought so too. We're just on the same page with that.
I like whatever she says.
Yeah, right. Brad just said he likes whatever I say. By the way, I was asked by my mom what this back here is, that lit up cross. It's actually back here is the door to our balcony. It's reflected on the mirror back in the bathroom. So that's what you see. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it looks like that, but we also got to on Saturday night. We talked to my brother and his wife and our niece and nephew. We had like a video chat, and that was really fun. Got to have some family time. It's nice talking to them more often like this. So that's really cool. Now, I did see a little snippet of the news last night. I'm not watching the news actively. I'm trying to avoid it for my anxiety. But what I saw was about our food supply and some of the different places that are closed right now. And it makes me want to go get more food because I don't know. Like the shortages that we experienced a couple of weeks ago, where like you'd walk down aisles and almost the whole aisle was empty. I'm kind of worried that's coming back. I'm not trying to like scare anybody. It's probably my anxiety and it's probably just a fear of mine, but it's really bothering me. It's one of those things where I'm probably going to have to go get more food just to feel comfortable. Just to kind of like soothe that stress, that fear. What's going on where you are? Are you guys opening back up? I would love to know because it's like everywhere is so different right now. I remember when Vegas first shut down, like the strip shut down, I felt like so many people, like if I went on YouTube or, social media, It felt like everybody else's world was still open and they were choosing whether they wanted to leave or not. And I remember feeling really jealous of that. Here, it's like everything closed, so there was no option to go out, even if you wanted to. So we kind of had to stay home, and then like Brad had to leave his business trip early because California shut down and those hotels closed, including the one he was staying in. So it was kind of like we just had to do what we had to do. But a lot of places seemed like it was like weeks later, and I don't even know if they've ever shut down some of the places. But it seems like so many places are opening back up, and I'm like, why? What's going on there? Like, if you're in a place that's reopening, like, how does that make you feel? Are you okay with it? Do things feel safe? Are things sanitary when you go out? I'm just curious. Here, it's like this constant back and forth that I'm seeing. If I do check to find out if things are open, it's like uh, certain places want to open and our governor doesn't want them to, and there's like the back and forth about it. So I don't know if things will open or not. I know there was a drive-in movie theater, I think it was Friday night. They had been given written permission by the county to reopen. That's a drive-in theater, so I don't see the harm there. If you're in your own car watching a movie, I don't know what the problem is. They got permission from the county to reopen, though. And they reopened, and after one movie, the authorities showed up and shut them back down. And I don't think I like that. I could see if they reopened without approval, without a written letter saying it was okay, but to be told they could reopen and then have authorities show up, I don't know if I like that. It doesn't make me feel very comfortable. It'll be interesting and scary to see how things progress over the coming weeks and months. Good morning. Today is April 29th, 2020. So it is Wednesday. I guess I'm getting better at remembering what day it is now. I need to go to the grocery store. We need fruits and vegetables and fresh things. I'm excited to go to the actual grocery store. When I was brushing my teeth this morning, I just decided I'm tired of not getting ready the way I normally do in the morning. I mean, I don't wear makeup every day, but I just wanted to feel kind of a little bit more normal, and so I did, the routine. I didn't put any foundation on. I feel like it'll just come right off with the mask. I just feel like I'm about to go do a CoverGirl shoot or something. I feel like a model. I feel so pretty. Just having some makeup on, just taking that little time to do that. It's funny because so Brad is on a conference call and he looked over at me and he kind of like did like a double take. It reminded me of, like in a rom-com when like the it girl walks by and the guy's like, who is that girl? Like the way that he looked over and did a double take, it was just kind of cute because he hasn't seen any makeup on me and gosh, a month? When did I do the swimsuit video? That was the last time I wore makeup. Was that day. It is seriously hot. It is 8:52 a.m. and it is already 84 degrees outside. It's been getting up into the 90s and they're saying, I think today it's going to be up in the, like 97 is the high or something. Next week it'll probably get up into the hundreds. Any errands that I am going to run, like going to the grocery store and stuff, I have to do right when stores open, like first thing in the morning now. It's just too hot in the afternoon for me to be able to handle it. So that's why I'm out so early today. And that's why Brad's not with me, as if I wait for him to get off work, it's way later in the day. It's like late afternoon. And by then it's just baking. You feel like you're in an oven when it's just too hot at that time of day. And all the people are out at that time of day too. And I personally prefer as few people as possible when I'm shopping, especially right now. So that's my thing is I'm gonna have to start going in the morning and going alone. And unless it's on the weekend, but I don't know. I find during all of this insanity, the weekends are so busy in the stores and so insane, and social distancing feels so impossible to achieve. Let's see how the grocery stores look in here. Doesn't look so bad here. And I'm just going to park a ways out. I need to get some exercise. I'm just feeling so like I don't mind. Like I've gained, I think 5 pounds or something, and I don't care. Like it is what it is, right? But just the feeling of being so inactive, I just feel like I feel like a blob or something. But yeah, I mean, the minute this is over, I am going to start going to the gym again, and so, or not again, well, again for the first time in a couple of years. And so I'm super excited about that. I'm ready to do that. All right, my loves, I'll be back. I wanted to show you this pretty view up here. So gorgeous, right? I wanted to go ahead and show you guys real quick what's for dinner. So this is that's a little like skillet kind of meal that I make. It's ground beef with some Worcestershire sauce and some cream of potato soup. I usually put potatoes in there, but they were out at the grocery store. I put, the canned potatoes, whereas the cream of potato soup has little chunks of potatoes. And then I put French cut green beans, and then I cook up some stuffing, cornbread stuffing, and I put that in there with it. Now, if I don't use the soup, I usually use a thing of gravy. And it's just this nice holiday-inspired meal. And we just love it. It's just very simple. It kind of tastes like corned beef hash, but not as salty. And you can use any kind of ground meat that you want. I've used pork, I've used turkey. You can use whatever. And then we have some canned cranberry sauce, and then some breadsticks that were left over from the chicken stew that I made. It's a real quick, easy meal to make. I don't even think it took 20 minutes to make this. Today is May 2nd, 2020, Saturday. We are out running errands. We went to pick up some mail, and we went out to run errands. One of the big things that we wanted to do was we wanted to, stupid me, right? I tried to order ink on Amazon, and it said it couldn't guarantee it'd be here till like July or something. And I need ink now, for my business, and Brad needs it for his job. And so we decided to stop by, what was it, Office Max and Office Depot. Both of them are closed. You can only order online and pick up at the curb. But I'm not comfortable putting my card information into the phone or giving someone my credit card information over the phone. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. It's just one of those things that, we all have our things that we do and don't do. That's one of my rules. And so we went to the second place, and we thought, okay, let's see, maybe it'll let us order it without paying for it, because it said you could pay at the curb. But then they didn't have the ink I needed in stock. So it's kind of getting frustrating trying to figure out how to get ink. Part of my frustration is Walmart is open. We drove by, the parking lot's full, so that's hundreds of people in there. But you can't, and the 99-cent store and the Dollar Tree and everything, all open, full parking lots, no social distancing whatsoever. But you can't get office supplies for your business without risking, having your identity stolen. I'm not understanding that. They're saying it's essential, but yet they make it so difficult. I just don't understand that kind of thinking. Other than that, we're having a really good day. Like, it's no big deal. I'm going to go online. I think I'm going to try to order it at Walmart and have it delivered. Because I don't really want to go. Does it feel like the car is bouncing?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to go into Walmart again. Because, I'm trying to stay sane or whatever. So I'm going to try to order it online at Walmart and either do like a pickup for tomorrow or something, or maybe they'll deliver. So we'll see what happens there. But I did make another run to the Dollar Tree. I'm still needing, he's got to get over, honey. I want disinfectant wipes, or one of the gals on here, she got like the rubbing alcohol and she put it in the little spray bottles, and she uses that to disinfect her car, or carts at the grocery store, or whatever she needs to disinfect. So they did not have any disinfectant wipes, and they still are out of the rubbing alcohol, the spray bottles. Now they got to get over again, or anything I wanted for sanitary purposes, they were out of. And that's kind of getting frustrating too. That's why I keep going to Dollar Trees, is I'm hoping that they have them, because from what I'm seeing on YouTube, Dollar Tree is the only place that seems to have these things in stock. But which one is the hard part, and then online I'm still not finding them, so it's just getting kind of frustrating. But otherwise, we got Jack in the Box for lunch, and so we're super excited about that because we both love Jack in the Box. I wanted to show you what's for dinner tonight. This is, somebody had mentioned it on YouTube. I think it was Thrifty Tiffany. She mentioned pizza salad, and I thought, well, that sounded kind of good. So I looked it up, and what it is noodles, and I kind of played around with it a little bit, but it's what you would normally put on a pizza. For me, it's salami and olives, red peppers, tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and Italian salad dressing. And I just thought this is like a perfect summer meal. It's going to be filling, but it's going to be cool and refreshing at the same time. Zelda Sally, you better watch your language, little girl. Little girl, come here. Well, good morning, or afternoon, I guess it is. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. I got Zelda here on the couch with me, being grouchy. What else is new? You're always grouchy lately. You want to sit on my lap? Okay. I can't figure out what the problem is with her. Huh? We don't know. She's getting old, though. I guess she's just getting more grouchy. Just like, I guess that happens with humans too, right? Like they talk about a crotchety old woman. I guess that's my cat now. Yeah, I'm talking about you. It's okay, though. So I just finished my last book of April, and so I'm about to film my book review video. I'm going to go ahead and post that tomorrow. I did order 4 new books from Barnes & Noble. and I'm excited about that. They should be arriving, I think, on Wednesdays when they're supposed to be here. So I'm looking forward to reading those. I'm not sure if I should do a book haul. I figure why not? About the books that I got at Barnes and Noble and why I chose those books, and then I could do the review later. One of my favorite things in the whole wide world is going to a bookstore. It always has been since I was a little girl. What? Zelda's just looking up at me. I love you too, little girl. Um, so since I was a little girl, I just loved going to bookstores. I always have, I always will. They're very near and dear to my heart. And I keep reading that Barnes and Noble is really struggling right now. And if they're struggling, I'm sure other bookstores are too. So I've decided that I am going to shop at Barnes and Noble, and when the bookstores open back up, some of my local bookstores. Not that I don't love Amazon, but they get enough business from me with other things. But I will only be buying books from actual bookstores, um, probably for quite a while, hopefully years to come, as long as I can to help support them. Because that is one of the things that's been keeping me going this whole time is being able to go back into Barnes and Noble, get some coffee, walk around, look at books, sit around reading the books, deciding if I want to get them or not. I mean, to me, Barnes and Noble, it just, or any bookstore, there's something so beautiful and magical about it, about them. So, as far as how Brad and I are doing, well, my face just keeps getting redder. I've got this, I guess, like a lot of really pale people, I get the little blotchy red spots on my cheeks. And when I wear those masks that we're supposed to wear, I get really bad and it lasts for a couple days. So right now it seems fine, but I don't know. It's becoming a growing issue. I am dying for a haircut. I'm pretty sure my hair's grown probably about 3 inches now since I last cut it because I cut it in just before Thanksgiving, I think it was, or was it before Christmas? No, it was before Christmas. No, geez, it was around Thanksgiving. So that's been quite a while. So I definitely need a haircut desperately. But the one that really needs a haircut desperately is Brad. He is going nuts. Just to give you an idea, I told him yesterday, I'm going to take a picture of your hair because you got to see what it looks like. Like it's getting a little out of control. So I wanted to show you guys. I watched the movie Parasite and I loved it. Oh my gosh, have you seen it? Have you? It's a very thought compelling movie about classes. And I don't mean classes at school, I mean the rich and the poor, the divide between them, who's really sucking the life out of who. It's just very thought provoking and very interesting, and I really did love it. It's the kind of movie that I think I would like to own eventually, so that I can watch it whenever I want to. Because there was a lot of really interesting parts of it. Just the poor people being in the basement and the rich people being up on the top, and it was really good. But I don't want to say much more than that because you might not have seen it. I've been on a Cameron Diaz kick, and what started it, I watched Vanilla Sky for the first time in, well, how long ago did it come out? I don't know. It's probably been at least 15 years since I saw it. And I still really like that movie. That's another thought compelling movie. So then after watching Vanilla Sky, I think it was a day or two later, I watched, I keep forgetting the name of that one, The Other Woman or The Other Women with Cameron Diaz, and then My Best Friend's Wedding. I was going to watch Gangs of New York yesterday. I didn't get around to it, but maybe if I have time, maybe I'll watch it tonight. Um, it's funny because when I was younger, I didn't hate Cameron Diaz, but I didn't necessarily think of myself as a fan of hers. But lately, I really like her. I really like the movies that she's chosen to be in. I'm sure there might be one or two I don't like, but so far, rewatching a lot of them or watching them for the first time, I just genuinely like her. And one thing I really like about her, I love her voice. I find her voice to be very relaxing and soothing. And I think when that started for me was back when I first saw the original Shrek. Hearing her voice, just, I love it. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, I really want to be a voice actress. So I'm really into people's voices and which voices I love and which ones I think have a really good richness and quality to them. And for me personally, Cameron Diaz is one of the more recent actors that has a great voice. I was looking into it because I thought, gosh, I haven't seen any new movies of hers lately. And I found out that apparently when she got married, she decided to take a break from acting. And I guess she hasn't really been actively acting for about 5 years now. So I don't know if she's coming back or not, but I will enjoy the movies of hers that I have on hand or that I can find online and watch them because I'm really enjoying that. It's interesting how, as we age, certain actors that we just used to think were so great aren't so good. And then the ones that maybe were just okay or, oh my gosh, that person really is good. It's interesting how that happens, I think. Um, Speaking of age, I think it's so funny how so many people, especially people in their 20s or 30s, will do this whole, oh my gosh, I'm about to be 27. I'm going to be so old. Eh. And I just think it's absurd. I don't know if I did that when I was younger. I don't remember doing it. I don't think I've ever been somebody that was scared of aging, but I just think it's so silly because age, aging is a gift that is bestowed on not everyone. To me, getting older is a privilege. It's a blessing, it's a gift. The older I can get, the more blessed I am. Now there might hit I might hit a certain age where I'm ready to not get older anymore. But for me, I'm not ready to go anywhere. There's a lot more I want to do with my life. And there's more books I want to read, and there's more things I want to learn, and there's more things I want to do, and more places I want to go. I'm not done yet. I want to get old. I do. And hopefully, between now and when I do get what I consider old, hopefully somewhere in there I will have achieved all the rest of the things that I want to achieve. I don't know if I can do all of it in one lifetime. But yeah, to me, you're not really old until you're 85, probably. I talked to my mom a couple days ago. That went really good. I finally got everything. I did an Amazon order for some clothes to wear at home since we're all staying home for God only knows how long. But for me, being somebody who works from home anyway, these are clothes that I needed. I got rid of probably 90% of my summer clothes when I moved. I figured I've had them for a long time, we'll just get rid of them, and then when I get to Vegas, I can get new stuff. Well, summer is rapidly approaching. It's been in the 90s all week outside. And when I saw that it was about to hit 90s this week, it was a couple weeks ago, I decided it's time to order some summer clothes. So I got some clothes. I got 4 outfits that I can wear at home when I'm working, but they're not pajamas. I find if I wear pajamas all the time, I'm not very productive. I just want to sit on the couch and not work if I wear my pajamas during the workday. So I'm going to be making that video soon. Everything finally showed up after 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to showing you what I picked. I'm probably going to show you because I'm so excited. But so Brad, he got a little bit of a promotion recently. Part of the promotion is doing a bunch of conference calls with a bunch of different customers, and that has actually nothing to do with quarantine. It will always be like this now if he continues to do this part of his role. With that in mind, apparently on conference calls in this particular industry that he works in, men wear polo shirts. You gonna get down? Okay. Men wear polo shirts. And I don't know if you've looked at polo shirts lately, but they're very expensive. And so I started looking around and I wanted to get him good quality ones. I want him to look good on conference calls because he's talking with people that are pretty high up in certain corporations. And I don't want him to, I want him to look professional. And so I went around to some of the different department stores. I figured, because I looked on Amazon and I wasn't very impressed with what they had. So then I went and I looked at, you name it, just any department store I could think of. And the winner for me was JCPenney. They had really good brands. They had Van Heusen and what was the other one? Oh shoot, I forgot the name of it. Some kind of professional golf brand of golf shirts. And when I looked, all of the golf shirts were on clearance. And I mean a good clearance. I think the most expensive one was like $22 for a golf shirt that's normally $60 or $70. So that was a really good deal, right? So those are showing up soon. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and show those to you too, in case, well, I know some men watch this channel. If you're a man and you want a golf shirt, then this will give you some ideas on what to get. And if you have a man in your life and you're looking to buy golf shirts for them, maybe for Father's Day or for work or whatever, you might find that interesting. So I'm going to show you guys that when it shows up. Otherwise, the only thing I can really think of is last night we had a little date night. So the two meals that I showed you in this video, I cooked them and it makes so much food. With it just being us being two people, it takes kind of a while to go through it. So what I usually will do is I'll cook one night and then I'll cook the next night. And then we just rotate back and forth between those two meals until they're both gone. So we're still working on those two meals. Last night we had the pizza salad. I have to tell you, we love that stuff. It is so good. I'm so glad that someone mentioned it and I sought out recipes and found one I liked and tweaked it a little bit. And I mean, we just think it's wonderful. It's so fresh and delicious, but it's quite healthy too, I think. That's what we have for dinner. And then we had some more of our Act 3 popcorn, and we had it in those little popcorn holders that I showed in the Dollar Tree video. And that really helped. It felt to me like I was in a movie theater eating popcorn, having those little holders. So that was really nice. The movie we watched was called The Platform, and that was on Netflix. It's that movie, I guess you would call it a thriller movie, about the platform that goes up and down with the food on it, and the prisoners at the top level, they're offered a bunch of food, and as the platform goes down, there's less and less food to pick from, and by the time it gets to the bottom, there's no food left. That was the one that we watched. We both thought it was, we don't always agree on movies, but on this one we were identical in our views. We thought it was really good. It was thought compelling. It made us think about a few different things, and so it was fun to have those little philosophical discussions after the movie. However, we hated the ending. So if you're going to watch it, be prepared. You might not like the way it ends. The other thing I will mention, if you are squeamish at all, don't watch it because it is very gory and it's kind of disgusting. I mean, there's definitely some parts where my stomach started to churn a little bit. So if you're not into blood and gore and just disgusting, putrid things, you might want to pass on that one. But if you're into scary movies and thought compelling movies and stuff, you might like it. It was called The Platform. After that, we just went to bed. We went to bed early. So that's about it. Mr. Brad has some work he has to do today. I'm going to film that book review video and edit the video you're watching right now and get the video you're watching right now posted today. And then I'll probably take a nap, start my next book, maybe watch a movie. Just a nice laid back day. Of course, it's a laid back day. What would I be doing? I don't know. We did go out this morning though. We went out this morning because, like I think I mentioned, we need ink for my business and for Brad's job. It's something that is essential. It's not something I can really go without. And as you know, we went to a couple places yesterday and they were doing curbside only, which I guess is fine. I really didn't want to because of the credit card thing. So I thought, you know what I'll do? We'll just go back home, order the stuff online. I'll pay for it with PayPal. Like that is my comfort zone. And then I'll go pick it up. No big deal. Well, guess what? Everywhere within 25 miles is sold out of our ink except Walmart. The one place I do not want to go is the only place I can get something that I need for my ability to keep my livelihood going. So we had to go to Walmart this morning. And our thought was if we go first thing in the morning, there's not going to be as many people there. We were correct. There were not as many people there. I would say most people had masks on. Not everybody, but most people did. So that was nice. And in the morning, because there wasn't as many people in there, I would say there was a pretty good amount of social distancing going on. So I guess that will be my tip. If you're going to go to Walmart, go first thing in the morning. Apparently, the irritating people are still in bed. It was so good that we went because when the guy went to unlock the ink thing, it was the last of our ink in there. And I will say a lot of the inks are sold out right now. Apparently, they aren't made in America or something because they're getting real sparse on the shelves. So if you need ink, you might want to go get some or order it online. If you don't need it soon, you could just order it online. That was part of why we went through all of this was if we were to go to Amazon or some of the other places, they couldn't guarantee it would be here until mid-June or July, and I couldn't wait that long. I'm out now. We were able to find a few other things that we needed, which really helps because I feel like maybe I don't have to go out as much. I still have everything piled up over here, so let me look and see what we got. I got some Swifter dusters, the refills that I needed. I got some toilet bowl cleaner. I've been looking everywhere. I want the toilet bowl cleaner that kills 99.9% of germs. I haven't been able to find anything, but they finally had a little bit, really 90% of it was sold out, but Lysol had one that was still left and it just happened to meet our needs. And so that was perfect. So we got a couple of those, got some toilet paper, some Kleenex. Brad needed a mouse for his computer, so we got him a mouse. Oh, that Iams cat food. They had a pack of 12 for $10. So it's cheaper at Walmart than the Dollar Tree. And the pack that we got had 3 different flavors in it. I figured a 12 pack for $10, that not only is that a better deal, but it'll last longer. One other thing, I got 4 pairs of Walmart makes Time and True leggings. That's all I wear. I love them. They're comfortable. They're usually $10 or less per pair, and they last forever. And you can throw them in the dryer. I mean, they're just great. I love Time and True leggings. So I got 4 pairs of Time and True capri leggings because that's all I'm going to be wearing at this time of year to wear with some of the different dresses I got to wear at home and to wear with the dresses from the Stitch Fix video. Those 2 tank dresses in that video, I ended up keeping them because I love them so much. But the one caveat for me is I have to be able to wear the capri cut leggings under them. The reason is I'm a big girl. I don't want my legs to rub together. That's very uncomfortable for me. And I don't think I'm alone on that. I mean, I think a lot of bigger girls have that issue. So I just find it a lot more comfortable and it feels more cool to me too, having leggings on under a dress. So I'm really excited about being able to get those. And one of the I got 4 pairs. One was on sale for $3, and then the other three were $7.97 or $8.97. I'm not sure, but they were cheap. It was nice and affordable. Well, that's all I got for today. Obviously, I'll be back soon. Hope you're not getting sick of me. I know I've been doing a lot of videos, but I feel like why not? Why not make more videos right now? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you. Bye.